Belle had been captured. Assistant Inspector Mingo brought her down with the bola. This weapon wraps itself around an animal's legs, leaving it helpless on the ground, but alive. Congratulating themselves for having captured the dreaded white monster, the police prepared to put her to death. But Mingo wasn't sure that Belle was dangerous and requested that she be put to a test. Belle was chained up in a prison cell pending a decision on her fate. Judge Torres handed down his verdict. Belle was declared guilty of being a wild, dangerous dog and was to be executed by a lethal injection. Up in the hills, Mitch and Sari were nursing Sebastian back to health.
Cut it out! Poochie, you're tickling me!
Ah, I see you're finally awake, Sebastian.
Good morning, Sebastian. How do you feel?
I'm feeling just fine now. I think I'm all better.
You were in pretty bad shape for a while. But we stuck you into bed and gave you some good medicine, and I knew you'd be all right because you look very strong. Good, your fever's all gone.
I was so worried about you. You had such a high fever yesterday. It was frightening.
Remember when you found me? It was the day before yesterday when you found me up on the mountain with my leg hurt, and you and Belle helped me to get back here. You must have been feeling sick even back then, isn't that right?
I didn't really think about it all that much. I just knew you were hurt and needed help.
Thank you very much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
That sounds funny when you think of it. You were really the one who helped me out. I should be thanking you.
Any way you look at it, in my opinion, both of you are even now.
That's absolutely right. You helped save my life, and then I had the chance to help save yours. That means Sebastian and I will be friends forever.
Let's shake on it. Hey, Mitch, how come Belle isn't here to see me?
Well, Sebastian, what I mean is... Belle is with... Huh? Sari, get Sebastian ready to leave. That's probably Crisaro at the door, coming to arrest him and take him back to prison.
How could he come this soon?
Help Sebastian dress and let him escape out the back window while I keep Crisaro busy talking at the door.
Sari, what's wrong? How come Belle isn't around here?
I promised to tell you about it later. Now come on, we've got to hurry and get out the back window.
It's you, Mingo.
I've been walking all night to get here. I can't stand on my feet anymore. Please, let me inside and give me a drink of water. Oh, thank you.
Sari, it's all right. Stay where you are. It's only Mingo.
Here.
Sebastian, this man is Assistant Inspector Mingo. And he's a member of the Granada Police Force. To be honest with you, Inspector Mingo captured Belle yesterday.
What? What have you done with Belle? Where is she? She's still alive. Please don't hurt her. She's never hurt anyone.
Don't be angry with Mingo. He captured Belle for a very special reason. That's to prove to everyone else that she isn't really a white monster.
You did that?
Well, Mitch, I have something to confess. I haven't been able to keep my promise to you.
What? No, that can't be true.
I tried my best, but it didn't work. Please try to understand.
What now?
They've decided to kill Belle with poison.
Oh, Mitch.
But the dog never hurt anyone.
They're gonna kill Belle?
That has got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
No, they can't.
Sebastian, they've decided you should be sent back to the police in France. Inspector Corsaro is already on his way to put you under arrest.
Mingo, you promised me you'd be able to stop them from doing something like this.
The police chief has decided I should be relieved of my duties. I don't have the power anymore to do a single thing to help you.
Why can't the police open their eyes and see the truth?
I'm so sorry, Mitch. I'm as disgusted as you are about this, but all I can do is come and tell you bad news.
I'm leaving and going to help Belle.
No, Sebastian!
Belle, please don't get killed. Belle!
Let's go see old Silva and ask him for his help. It's the only way we'll get out of this terrible mess.
Yes, if anyone can help us do something, old Silva can. We can't just sit back and watch them kill Belle and ruin Sebastian's life. Sari, please, help me get ready. Sebastian!
Sorry, I'd like to go along too. Maybe there's something I can do to help. We have to hurry, though, because Corsaro will be here any minute. Please believe me, I want to help Sebastian and Belle just as much as you do.
All right. You can come along.
Sebastian, this trip may be difficult for you because we'll be going straight uphill about half a day at least. The walking will be very tiring, but when we reach our destination, we'll find a man who can tell us how to save Belle.
I've climbed tall mountains all my life. I'll do anything I have to save Belle.
That's great.
We have to go now. We have to get away from here before Inspector Corsaro arrives.
Right.
Mitch, is your foot in good enough shape to walk?
Take a look. It hurts every now and then, but don't worry, I'll be just fine. Now, let's hurry.
Good morning, sir. How are you this morning? Did you sleep well last night, Inspector? I thought I would, but thinking about yesterday's excitement kept me awake. Oh. Excuse me, sir, but where's Inspector Mingo?
Assistant Inspector Mingo was discharged from his police duties as of last night. Therefore, you and I will be going to pick up Sebastian.
Huh?
Come on, let's get a move on.
Yes, sir, right away.
The police are speeding to Mitch and Sari's. But our friends are on the move, trudging up the mountain in search of help for Belle.
You collapsed right over there, Sebastian, and that's where we found you. Belle fought and protected you just when the wolves were about to begin their attack.
Oh, Belle, I promise I'll help save your life, too.
Okay, let's go.
Here we are, sir.
Well, let's go ahead and do it.
Yes, sir.
Sebastian and his companions arrive in the gypsy village.
We got here a lot faster than I expected.
Hold it.
Dominique, Toby, Jonas, how are you all doing?
Oh, Mitch, it's only you. You can come into town, but not the man standing behind you.
That's right. We don't want him coming into our village.
Get him out of here.
Huh?
We don't want any police spies coming into town.
That's right.
Okay? Now get out of here fast.
Now just calm down a minute, everybody. We came here as friends to ask you for some help.
That's fine for you, but not for him. Don't you move one more step.
Get out. Get out of here, you traitor. You're not welcome in this town.
Hey, Mingo, if you don't want to get hurt, you'll turn around and walk right away now.
Right.
Get out of here.
Come on,
Hold
move it.
on, everybody. Listen to what we have to say.
Please, stop arguing.
Huh?
Mingo, it's nice to see you again. I've known him and his family ever since he was a little boy. And he was a very clever and good-natured boy, I'd like you to know.
He's become a traitor.
Don't give him any trouble.
All right.
Who is that young boy?
My name is Sebastian, and I'm here looking for my mother, Isabel.
Isabel?
Mm-hmm. Here's her picture.
Ah, this is Isabel. Then you must be Isabel's son, whom she left behind with a family in the Pyrenean mountains.
Right, I came here all the way from the Pyrenees to find my mother.
All that way? Oh. Welcome, my boy. You found the right place. You've come a very long way indeed for a young boy all by himself.
Sebastian recounts his story.
I was so surprised Sebastian actually knew who old Silva was.
That's right. Oscar told me to look for him. He sent me to Granada and he gave me this picture of Isabel.
Is that so? From what I remember, he must have been pretty upset to part with that picture of Isabel.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't all that bad.
Sebastian, say hello to Isabel for me when you see her, and I'm sure you'll find her soon. Tell her that I'm fine, and that I was proud to help her son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I almost forgot something in the truck. Now, where is it? Here, I want you to take this. I want you to show it to the old man I told you about who's living in Granada.
Thank you so much.
Well, was he getting along with that rascal son of his, Johnny?
Mm-hmm.
Dad!
You came back, you little...
Ah! Dad, why were the police here? Did they come looking for me?
They were always quarreling, but you could tell they really loved each other. I guess that's the way Anne-Marie and I are with each other.
Oh?
Anne-Marie is my adopted aunt who brought me up way back home in the Pyrenees.
Oh, from the way you were talking, I thought for a second that Anne-Marie was the name of your girlfriend.
Now, can you tell me, please, where I can find my mother?
You say your mother is a member of the Carlos Theater Company. Oh, they're on their way up north to France right now. I'm almost certain of that.
What? Going to France?
What?
Oh. Maybe Isabel convinced the Carlos Company to go up to France so that she could pick you up.
Could that be true? What a shame. Sebastian came all this way on foot just to find her.
My mother really went back to France so she could get me?
Now, don't you worry, Sebastian. We're going to put our heads together and think of the quickest way possible to get you back to France so you can see your mother.
Thank you very much, Silva. But I have to find Belle first.
Huh? Belle? Who exactly is that?
Belle is really the reason we came to see you in the first place. All of you, listen to what I have to say.
So, where could they have disappeared?
What shall we do, sir?
Let's get back to headquarters now. We can't do a thing on our own anyway.
Maybe we'll have to ask Inspector Mingo to help us after all.
I don't need your opinion. That decision will either be made by me or by the chief.
I'm sorry, anything you say, sir.
This is all the hunter's fault. I'll throw him into jail just as soon as I find him.
I see. Now I understand everything you've told me about Belle. So what do you intend to do about this situation?
We have to do something to save her before she gets killed. She's going to be poisoned.
The gypsy people always fight for those in trouble and in need of help. Dominique, Toby, Jonas, give these men all your assistance.
Your word is as good as done, sir. Now, how can we do this?
The first thing we have to do is smuggle ourselves into the police station with Sebastian. Sebastian is the only person that Belle obeys, so Sebastian has to come along. But we'll manage to sneak in by ourselves. What I need you to do is to turn off the lights to the entire town by cutting all the electric wires right after Sebastian and I enter the police station. And I need you to create a big enough ruckus in another part of town so that you distract the attention of the police. Sebastian and I will help Belle escape while all this is going on.
Yes, I understand. Dominique, contact all the gypsies living up in the northern district. Tell them to be ready. We'll begin all of this at 10 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Sebastian, aren't you happy now? Everything will be all right.
Thank you once again, Silva.
Oh, I have something very important I have to show you.
Huh?
Come with me. Take a look at this. Isabel drew that picture when she was a little younger than you are.
My mother drew that picture? My mother. My mother.
Sebastian couldn't have moved at all if he'd had such a high fever. Mitch the hunter took him somewhere, if you ask me. So, Chief, will you send your police up into the mountains?
I suppose it would be all right, but in that case, we'd have to call Mingo back to help us figure out the mountain trails.
Well, I don't like him, but I suppose it can't be helped. Let's call him up right now.
To tell you the truth, when I discharged him, I told him to go away on vacation. When he came back, maybe I'd try to reinstate him. He's gone for 3 days. I don't even know where he went to. I just thought he should go away until the smoke cleared.
Well...
Let's look for him anyway. Maybe he didn't go anyplace at all. Lord knows we can't begin to do anything up in those mountains unless we find him first to help us out. So...
But, Chief, it's not even worth looking for him. I don't think he'd follow official police orders even if we did find him.
I'm worried about that, too. He might start insisting again that we do some testing on that wild animal.
How about killing the white monster now before we even start looking for Mingo? Mingo would have to quit arguing if the dog was already dead.
Yes, I can see we'd be rid of a lot of problems if this white monster was killed right away.
Why don't we just make plans to finish her off tonight, Chief?
All right. We'll do it tonight at 10 o'clock. But make sure it's done in total secrecy, all right?
Fine. Thank you for your order, sir. We'll execute the dog at 10 o'clock sharp tonight.
Away on the north side of town, a horse-drawn wagon slinks through the gathering dark.
We'll begin at exactly 10 o'clock sharp. Dominique, have the other gypsies in town been informed about this?
Our plans have secretly been passed through word of mouth all day long. They understand this is an order sent down from old Silva.
Good. Sebastian, do you think you can do this?
I think I'll be all right.
Good for you, Sebastian.
Will you take care of Poochie?
Be careful, Sebastian.
Okay, we're almost there. Oh, shh, you be quiet.
Okay. This is dangerous, Hernandez. Let's get away while we can.
Will you please try to be quiet? Think of all the money we could make if we sold that dog, but we won't make any if she's killed by the police. We're going to steal that dog before the police get a chance.
But how are we going to break into the police station?
That way.
Hurry up, this really hurt.
Ouch! What are you risking me?
Let me go! Get off of me!
Come along, you two,
Let
come
go
on.
of me! Let me go! Let me go!
I didn't steal a thing, I tell you.
I want you to put me down!
That's great. Hurry, climb up here. Come on, let's hide.
Let me go!
The chief was looking for you, Mingo.
I wonder what it is he wants. I'll get in touch with him as soon as I put these two in jail. Be quiet or you'll sleep
Put
there
me
the
down!
entire
Let
night.
me down! I didn't do
Well, I
anything
didn't steal
wrong.
a thing,
Put
sir.
me down!
Get
Let
in there,
go of
both of
me.
you, or you'll be sorry. Quickly. Phew. Well, so far no one suspected us.
So when do we go get Belle?
She's in the jail cell down at the end of this hall. All we have to do is stay here and wait until 10 o'clock.
Don't make a mistake, Dominic.
Hey, Dominic, it's almost 10 o'clock. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, sure, I'm sure. I hope all the people in town forgive me. I'm going to be turning off all their lights for just a while, you know. Mitch, I see a patrol car coming.
Huh?
What are you doing out here with the power lines?
Yes, well, it's...
Huh? I asked you what you were doing out here.
Mingo peeps out to see the chief and Judge Torres in the hallway. Walking behind them is the doctor. He can't understand why they're here so late.
Wait here until I come back.
He's alarmed when Inspector Corsaro unlocks the door of Belle's cell.
The chief just went into Belle's jail cell with the judges and some other men.
They went there to kill Belle tonight, didn't they?
No, that's supposed to be tomorrow, as far as I know.
Maybe they decided to move up the date.
I wonder why they're all here tonight. Well, it's almost 10 o'clock now.
Well, she's a sore loser, isn't she? Don't worry. This will all be over before you know it.
Almost 10 o'clock. It's time to start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you may begin now.
Right.